everyone, today I'll be reviewing this Italian movie dropped on Netflix. It's called The Security, and this movie takes place in a like seaside town where when a young girl get assaulted, a security expert person, he get kind of dragged into this drama. This movie starts with he gets called into this the investigation, like what happened to her, and some people are suspecting the person who's involved in this assault. They might not be, so he does investigation for this assault. Basically, this movie centered around this story and the town people, their drama. So when this movie first started, I must say I was not interested in his investigation, because this movie isn't also halfway through this movie become the investigation movie, honestly, because this movie start with this guy, his life, which I found his character very interesting. He's insomniac, he cannot sleep at night, and he has some drama with his wife, and also he might be seeing someone else, and his kid is also just not talking to him, and she also has her own drama going on. So this movie has a lot of drama going on for all this individual characters. So when I was watching it, it's kind of soap opera type, this movie, I would say. Also, location for this movie definitely was very pretty looking. So you get more invested into this people's drama, like what they're doing, what their relationship, what their they up to be in this movie. I thought those were story for this movie I found interesting. How about the investigation? I must say, the right way you kind of guess who is the bad guy, because the way this movie shows you, I guessed it, he was the bad guy right away. The minute they showed him, and the guy they were suspecting, the dad, I never once believed he was the bad guy, because the way he was acted, also looks like he is he might be drunk all the time. So I never thought he was the main culprit for this movie, honestly. But they were pointing finger at him all the time. Even though the character were screaming, "Oh, he's the bad guy, he's the suspect," but the way his character set up and everything was done also looked like he was the only poor person in this movie. Everyone else was pretty rich. That's the only other reason that I didn't believe he was the bad guy. That being said, often this movie isn't the direction it was going for. So I will say this movie, when I think about it as an investigation movie, it's very slow paced, honestly. It takes its time to investigate. All the clue comes in, the center character, because he's dealing with his family drama, which I found very interesting. Those were come at first. Then he investigates other stuff in this movie. So I would say the way this movie was done, it's very slow paced, honestly. You have to be patient. At the end, all these characters' storyline, they do come together at the end. But this movie does take a lot of time. It's so long. It's 2 hours something. It's too long, I will say, this movie. Still, I would say I had fun time watching these characters. They have complicated life, as I was saying. Even this center guy, his wife, she's running for mayor, but she's also very she seems so perfect from outside. But all the things she says about people, she doesn't want them there. I was like, ooh, she seems so nice, but yet she's so mean, All the character in this movie are like that, They seems nice from outside until you know them. They're really mean inside. I would say all the character in this movie, they're kind of like soap opera type. As I was saying, it's a slow paced. The assault investigation going on. Overall, I found it interesting, but many people will get bored out of their mind watching this movie. That means the location was really nice, and that was my thought on this movie. I thought I had fun watching this character's story, but often they're very draggy and slow paced, I would say. Overall, it's an okay watch for me. And that's my thought on this movie. Thanks so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to subscribe, and please take care.